have some ideas for you for some really cool gifts at some affordable prices.
That's right. Hit Me Plaza Jewelers is here with some beautiful ideas. And David Bright Moser is a certified gemologist and appraiser. And we are going to Bright Moser our way right on over here. How you doing, David? It's good to see you, too.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So we're in July, obviously. And what is the birthstone for July?
Well, we take a little bit of aluminum oxide, add it with some chromium, and you get ruby.
Really? Feel like I'm in science class.
I can make that at home then.
Yeah,
I got some of that laying in my cabinet.
You got a bucket and a hot enough furnace, you can.
And maybe some glue.
Don't prompt him with the cherry bombs. We might be in real trouble.
Make your own cherry bombs. There you go.
So ruby is something that if someone was born this month, that's a good gift for them, or an anniversary,
absolutely.
or anything along those lines.
It's one of the big 4 gemstones. We got the the diamond, of course, being the top dog, and then sapphire, and then you got ruby and then emerald. But ruby is in the corundum family, same with sapphire, and but it's just red. And
so it's in the top 4. What's so unique about the ruby compared to the other 3?
well, it's really rare to have something that comes out of the ground that looks this red. And in fact, the really fine rubies come from Myanmar or Burma. So you hear the Burmese rubies. Those are the finest ones.
End.
However, it's illegal to import them into the United States as of
So if you have a real ruby, you can get arrested?
Oh no, you can't get arrested.
Turning into another segment.
It's just if you're trying to import them in.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't really import anything from Burma.
But you mentioned that type of rubies. There's actually different types.
I
didn't realize that.
Well,
I thought a ruby is a ruby.
Yeah. Rubies have been such a sought-after gemstone that man is trying to recreate it, and they've been recreating rubies for over 150 years.
Oh.
And so we've got all different kinds of rubies that look the same, but they're not the same.
So how do we tell the difference?
Well, it is very difficult to tell the difference because I've got some pictures here of various different types of rubies that are man-made versus a real one right here, which you can see it has tiny inclusions, rutile needles and whatnot. And then I have a few rubies across the board here that starting from here is a natural rough ruby, and then that's a natural ruby, and then these 2 are man-made.
So when you say inclusions, you mean that when you look at it like under a microscope, even probably when you look at it with the naked eye, you can see little particles and things inside.
Yeah, you can see all kinds of little things inside. But there's one ruby that just came out on the market that I'm worried about the guys overseas in Afghanistan buying these things because they're selling them as natural rubies because they look just like rubies. If you look at them, even with a loupe, you see these inclusions and you think, wow, this is a real ruby, but it's not. It's basically like particle board. They take little bits of ruby and they glue it together with glass, and and they facet it and it looks beautiful, but you take it to get cleaned and it ruins it.
And by ruins it, what do you mean? It falls apart?
The leaded glass that's inside there turns white. So you're left with a
diamond.
Look, honey, it just changes colors. It's like the horse on the Wizard of Oz.
But there's no fixing it. And, so
that's not a good thing, especially when you're dropping some money for that. So,
right, yeah. So these guys overseas they're thinking they're getting a great deal, but they're not.
So if I'm walking into a place, how do I know what is what? I mean, am I going to be able to determine that?
It's it's really tough for a layman to look and
What'd you call me? No, I'm just kidding.
To figure out if it's real or not. So you have to really trust your jeweler.
Sure, you need to go to a reputable source.
And a reputable jeweler will have they'll disclose whether or not it's a created, or if it's a natural, and it's been heat treated or have any other kind of treatment.
So you're able to look now and see, like you said, in Afghanistan, these guys are buying these fake ones that look real. Are you able to tell the difference now? Do you know what to look for?
Well, if you look, you can kind of see here.
Yeah, I'll help you with this one.
There
you go.
Model. All these are just little bits of ruby, and the inner part there is the glass that's holding it together.
So usually that's not as thick in a real one.
In a real one, these are the type of inclusions. You'll see more sharp needle-like inclusions and globule two-face inclusions. like
I
that.
suddenly feel
Okay.
like a human easel. I'm just ta-da!
You're a cute easel.
So okay, so basically, so if you have a ruby, I mean, what's the best way to care for it? I mean, you guys obviously having Plaza Jewelers have a great supply, and people
Right.
can come there and shop around. You know, as far as like maintenance, if you should have one, I do not. If my husband's watching, he can order one. He's like that.
Well,
But what's the best way to care for it?
ruby is corundum, and corundum on the Mohs scale is a 9, and 10 being a diamond, it's the hardest substance. 9's pretty tough. I mean, it's a tough stone. So they can withstand a lot of things. They can, you know, they don't scratch very easily. So you can wear it at every day. It's an everyday stone.
Well,
so.
thank you, David. Much
Appreciate
appreciated.
it.
We also want to thank Hemming Plaza Jewelers for sponsoring this segment. If you'd like more information on anything that you've seen here today, you can stop by their downtown store or call them at 904-354-5959. Don't forget the latest deals and information that you can become a fan of Hemming Plaza Jewelers on Facebook, and you can see more ideas and creations at hemmingplazajewelers.com.